Radical site initiated cleavage is most commonly known as alpha cleavage, and it is a homolytic type of cleavage, and it is usually represented by a single headed arrow. In this cleavage, the bond next to alpha carbon will breaks. The ionization occur at heteroatom, and then the carbon next to the ionized atom is the alpha carbon, and then the bond next to the alpha carbon breaks. In simple words, the bond between alpha and beta carbon will breaks. Next is the charge site initiated cleavage, which is known as inductive cleavage. It is a heterolytic type of cleavage, and it is usually represented by a double-headed arrow. In this cleavage, a whole electron pair is attracted by the heteroatom present in the molecule, and if the heteroatom is not present, then the single or double bond will shift their whole electron pairs to the other carbon atom, and we end up with a radical and a neutral molecule at the end of the inductive cleavage fragmentation. So next we can see the examples of the alpha cleavage and inductive cleavage explained in this book, and later on I will explain them deeply at the end of this video. So first we'll look at the examples of the alpha cleavage that are given in this book. So these four examples are the simplest examples of the alpha cleavage, and next we have the examples of the inductive cleavage, and these are also very simple to understand as compared to the other examples, or as compared to the original organic molecules. We can see, as this example, you can see there is a heteroatom Y, and where ionization occur, and then we use a double-headed arrow to show the electron pair transfer. And so we get two fragments, one is the cation and other is the neutral fragment. So let's explain the examples deeply. So in alpha cleavage, the bond next to the alpha carbon will breaks. So here the ionization occur at Y, which is a heteroatom, and then next carbon is the alpha carbon. So the bond next to it, alpha carbon, will breaks. So as we know, a bond is made up of two electrons. So when it is a homolytic type of cleavage, so when it breaks, then both electrons will go back to their previous carbon atoms. Then a bond between the alpha carbon and the heteroatom will form, and we will end with the two fragments. One will be the radical and other will be the cation. So let us look at the example. Here is Y is the heteroatom. Their ionization occur, which is the very first step. Then next carbon is the alpha carbon. Then the bond will breaks, and we will show the breakage of the bond by using single-headed arrows, and the arrows shows the direction of the movement of the electrons in the molecule. And at the end we end with the two fragments, one with the radical and other will be the cation. So here with this bond with breaks, which are shown by red line, and then we end with this radical fragment and a cationic fragment, and you can see there is a double bond between the heteroatom and the alpha carbon. So next we will look at the inductive cleavage. This is the example of the inductive cleavage. Here Y is the heteroatom where the ionization occur, and then the bond next to heteroatom will breaks, and we shown it with double-headed arrows, and we end with two fragments. One is cation and other is a radical, and the radical or a neutral fragment. Here is double-headed arrow shows the complete transfer of the electron pair from the bond, and the next example is similar to the first example, and where ionization occur at heteroatom, then the bond next to it will breaks, and we use double-headed arrows to show it. We end up with cation, and we end up with a neutral fragment. If this video is little helpful to you, so please subscribe to my channel. See you in next video.